Afternoon folks, it's Thursday, it's video time again. This one seems to be taking me an awful long time to record. Every time I start doing it, something else seems to happen. Whether it be a phone call, or the dog comes along and knocks the camera off the table, or the chicken starts shouting at me, or being dive bombed by a pigeon. The most recent interruption was a good friend of mine posting on Instagram a picture of his squeaky prosthetic leg, which was quite amusing, so thanks for that. So I thought we'd do something different today. We've spent a lot of time in the greenhouse just recently doing fine motor skill stuff, and I thought we'd come outside and actually do some sort of slightly bigger exercises. When I first got involved in horticultural therapy at Headley Court, I became aware that jobs that are quite seemingly quite tedious actually can have an awful lot of benefits to you. One particular job in hand was using these old things, the lawn edging shears. Where I worked previously, I had about 16 hours a week's worth of lawn edging to do every week, which did get a little bit tedious after a point. So I started to think, how could this actually help me, or how could this help somebody else? Now, I'm not someone who goes down the gym. I can't give you all of the proper definitions and explanations. I'm sure somebody out there can tell me what it is, but obviously the basic principle of using the lawn edging shears is you're standing and you're holding them and you're using them like this. So it's working your upper body, it's working your core, it's helping with your arms, it's helping with your hands, it's helping with chest muscles. It also helps very much with standing tolerance again, which is something we seem to keep coming back to. But if you can imagine, you're walking along, you've got your edging shears, and you're going along and you're edging. If you've got an issue with standing, you can actually just use them as a prop. You can stand and lean on them and survey what you've done and then carry on. So that kind of then got me thinking, well, what else, how else could tools benefit your exercise or your mental well-being? We will touch on mental well-being in another video because I think it is an important product of what we do in horticultural therapy, albeit sometimes it's secondary to the major purpose. So our outside workout, we've got our lawn edging shears. Well, we're exercising like this, and it's something we can pace ourselves with. We can do it quickly, we can do it slowly, or we can actually build up. A good thing with horticultural therapy is you kind of build up over a period of time. So one day you might do, a minute's worth of lawn edging, and you gradually build it up incrementally. All the time you're working on your rehab goals to make yourself feel better. This works with pretty much any other hand tool, to be honest. Imagine if we've got our trusty half moon edging tool. We're doing this, so we're exercising our upper body again. But also in doing this, we're using our legs as well. So we're kind of giving ourselves an all-over workout. As I say, I can't tell you what the muscles are that we're using, but I know that if we have a referral and it's an upper body issue, then we can use some of these tools to help patients. Equally, again, this is quite clever because we've got an adaptive handle on here. So if somebody has trouble with their grip, we can actually adapt tools to suit their purpose as well. So that's something else worth noting. So all of these activities, whether it be the lawn edging, whether it be the half moon, or whether it just be digging with a garden fork, the fact that we are doing something physical, and you think, if you actually stop and analyse how many muscles you actually use when you start digging, it's incredible how much of your body you'll actually be using in order to just use a simple thing like a garden fork. So it's a very, very brief overview today on how we can work our core, how we can work our upper body, and how it's going to benefit us. Again, like all the other tasks we do, the fact that we're outside, and today it's a beautiful day, it's a beautiful clear blue sky, we've got our lovely bright yellow Philadelphus behind us, and it just makes you feel happy. So all of these things, whilst they have their physical rehab goals, and that's principally why we're working with patients, just being outside in a safe and controlled environment with myself and Jane, who will tailor the task that you need to do to exactly meet the rehab goals, it's a win-win situation. So if you want to go out and do a workout, and because of social distancing and isolating and all the rest of it, you can't actually get down the gym, well, grab yourself a pair of edging shears and start working out. So that's today's video. I've been very mindful that I've been making these videos far too long and waffling on. So I will be back next week. Have a good weekend, everybody. And I think next week we might start to touch a little bit on the mindfulness and the mental well-being that comes from being outside and doing horticultural therapy. So until next week, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you next week. Bye.